Hey guys, LevelCap here. Today I've got my first gameplay footage of the Battlefield 4 beta. Now this is the last haul before release. This is the last build of the game we're probably going to see as the public before the final version comes out. And we've been given the Siege of Shanghai map with two game modes. We have Conquest and then we have Domination. I've been playing the heck out of both game modes, and I thought we'd start off with talking about the Domination game mode because we've all seen Conquest before, but don't worry, I have tons of helicopter and boat and tank gameplay from Conquest gameplay modes and even some long-range sniping gameplay. Love how Siege of Shanghai plays out on Conquest. It's just a phenomenal map. Now, it's been shrunk down for Domination. You play in literally just a tiny little fraction of the map, which involves basically two main buildings, one of which you can actually get on the roof of. Now, previous Battlefield games have shown a very high level of destructible environments. You can see here I just took out that tree with the grenade launcher. That big lion statue is fully destructible. I blew up a car right there. The whole environment reacts to what weapons you have, explosives, all that sort of thing, and it makes it feel more alive when you see yourself blowing through walls and making your own paths. And that is ever present here in Battlefield 4. And not only has the detail of all of that been increased, like having a giant lion statue that you can take chunks off of with a grenade launcher, even the concrete itself, general concrete, when you destroy it, take down pillars, is just so much more detailed and looks much more realistic. But there's other things in the environment too that react to you now, or just add that extra level of realism, like a working elevator inside of the mall, or lighting systems that require generators to function, and if you take out the generator, the lights go out. You have a gate system, a security gate within the mall that you can actually bring down, and that will prevent people on the outside from getting in. Now, you can blow up parts of the gate with grenade launchers and RPGs and stuff like that, and that's just one more part of the level that just sort of molds and modifies and is at your disposal. You can do what you want, and there's a lot of things to make sure that you're not having the exact same game over and over. Now, the game mode Domination is essentially King of the Hill, except instead of just having 1 point, one hill that you have to capture and hold for as long as possible, you now have 3 points that you have to capture and hold as long as possible. Now, 3 being an odd number means that one team always has 2, while the other one has 1, or one team can even control all 3, which is uncommon, but it does happen. And this just keeps gameplay moving around the map, constantly dynamic, and a lot of fun. The flags are often in areas that are widely exposed, so when you're capturing them, things get very tense because you're really exposed and worried about people coming around and flanking your position. Now, in order for this game mode to truly work in the world of Battlefield 4, I think it's important to have balanced classes. Classes that all serve a function, that can all perform well in infantry-only combat. And the biggest concern I think that a lot of people were having was the Recon Class. And I can tell you with assurance that the Recon Class is now forced to be reckoned with. Suppression no longer prevents you from returning fire. That was the biggest issue with the Recon Class in Battlefield 3, and I can tell you, having taken shots in a firefight, I was able to return fire, even get precise headshots on my opponents, and down them before they are able to kill me. So bolt-action snipers and people who consider themselves marksmen are going to have a real fun time playing with the Recon Class. On top of which, you're not even limited to sniper rifles anymore. You can get carbines or shotguns with the Recon Class and absolutely decimate people in close quarters, especially once you unlock those motion sensors. The support class also gets a few little goodies with the XM25 airburst grenade launcher, perfect for clearing out all the little rooms that you're gonna find on this map. And there's something interesting that I wanted to discuss about this particular game mode, was that the rooftop here, as you can see, is an incredible vantage point. In fact, what would often happen in some of the more intense games is one team would get like 8 guys on top of this roof, and they were able to hold down 2 of the 3 capture points, having line of sight of the objective. And it was very easy for them because getting up on that roof, once you got that many guys up there, it became nearly impossible to take guys off of there. And I would play entire rounds where one team controlled the roof and the other team just got completely pummeled the whole round. And it was a little bit upsetting. I'll admit I got quite frustrated with it at first, and then I realized that this game, we only have 2 different weapons unlocked for each category, and not all the classes have all their gadgets. Now, once this game is out for a while, the final release, and people start getting all their unlocks and gadgets, the remote mortar is going to become available. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen war films where people are on the receiving end of mortar fire or artillery fire, and they always duck down for cover, try and get behind objects. Well, the top of that roof is completely flat, and as soon as that remote mortar starts coming out on this map, those players on top of the roof camping it are going to have absolutely no cover against players with remote mortars. So if you get up there, you're going to want to get your kills and then get off before some guy with a mortar starts pummeling you up there. So I think this map is actually going to work out a lot better once we get all the gadgets unlocked for the classes. Things are going to just start flowing. Now, speaking of unlocks and gadgets, we were given 2 weapons per each category in this game. We know that there's a ton more weapons available, but I think it kind of makes sense to just give us 2 per category. That way we can kind of focus on those guns, focus on messing around with the attachments for them, and not just go completely bananas trying to get all the unlocks in the game in the 2 weeks that we have in beta. That would just be pure insanity, and I gotta say, from having played around and almost unlocked all the weapons, in fact by the time you're watching this video I'll probably have unlocked all the guns, the 2 assault rifles are incredibly good. I'm really liking the carbines as well. The AK-5C is just a really well balanced weapon, something that's very easy to control. I think most players are going to enjoy those a lot. The pistols just feel meaty now. There's something about them that just makes them seem more powerful. You can attach flashlights to them now, so it's not just about getting the tactical version of that pistol. If you unlock a flashlight for it, you can start messing around with different attachments. Ghost ring sights offer a really cool alternative in case you don't want to go with the basic iron sights on the pistol. You have a few different options. And a very interesting little twist to weapon attachments and unlocks are battle packs. Not all of the gun attachments are going to be achievable by just playing with that gun enough, getting enough kills to the point where you're going to unlock all the sights. There's battle packs that are going to unlock some of the gear and some of the grips and sights and stuff like that, and it's going to be random in what order you get those. So you can't always plan out getting the ACOG sight for your favorite sniper rifle or getting the Cobra sight for your favorite assault rifle. That could be up to battle packs depending on what order some of those extra attachments come in. Now, that's not to say that you're not going to be able to outfit a good gun in a very effective way without getting your attachments through battle pack. You're going to have plenty of options, but it just offers that extra little incentive. And check it out, I'm using the USAs with explosive rounds. This is in the game as a pickup only weapon, and it's got a green laser sight on there and an EOTech, which just seems absolutely ridiculous to me to have an USAS with an EOTech on there and a foregrip. Just ridiculous looking gun, but it is quite effective, and since there's only one of them in the map, it's not going to be an USAS spam fest anymore. There's also an incredibly good bolt-action sniper rifle. In fact, I think it's a semi-automatic sniper rifle that's like a one-shot kill, and this is it right here. And it is just such an incredibly good weapon. If this was in the right hands, I could see somebody getting a kill with every single shot from this gun. I mean, that would be hard to do, but I have no doubt that we're going to be seeing some videos of kill streaks with this weapon where somebody literally kills somebody with every single shot fired out of this gun. It's very powerful, and in the wrong hands, or rather the right hands depending on how you look at it, it could turn the tides in some of these infantry only maps. There's also a 6-round semi-automatic grenade launcher that's incredibly powerful. It's a little tricky to use, but in the right situations I could see people just racking up the kills with this weapon. So frankly, there's just so much stuff coming in Battlefield 4 that really polishes the game, adds a lot of new little fun elements, and I cannot wait to see the rest of Battlefield 4 and see the final release of this game. I'm going to play the heck out of this beta. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you next time. This is LevelCap, signing off.